يبو على السيرة يا غيات من ندبيك مولي عبد القادر يا سيدي العياط عليك يبو على السيرة يا مولي عبد القادر أكون معنا حاضر نسينا من المقادر يا نفع الله بك سيدي العياط عليك شيخي والنادي بيك يبو على السيرة.
Peace. I'm Rami Salam El, and I thank you for joining us. Today's topic, today's question is, do you have to be a Muslim to be a Moor or to be in the Moorish Science Temple of America? Do you have to convert over to Islam, to be down with this Moorish movement, this Moorish stuff, etc.? The answer is no. And this is important that I make this clear because for me personally, I get bad vibes when someone tries or organizations try to convert you into religion. Growing up, I never was a part of organized religion. My parents were heavily. I want to say my mother is Christian or Catholic, and my dad is Catholic or Christian, one of the two. And they both had to go to church, 8 days a week, all day. So growing up, they didn't force church on me. They said, if you want to go, you can go. If you want to go to another, like a temple or whatever, different religion, you can go. We just want you to know that God exists and to be righteous, to be good. So growing up, I never was in organized religion, and I always got bad vibes. So it's clear to me, or I want it to be clear with this information, that that's not the case, because when I first came into this information and this organization, I saw some of that happening, but I was focused on what the actual literature said and what Noble Drew Ali said. And when I read what he said, being that he's the prophet and the founder, he was not pushing that. He was not saying that you need to convert to Islam or to be a Muslim to be a Moor. So I wanted to make it crystal clear for those that may be interested or maybe on the fence about it, but you're just getting bad vibes because it seems like people are trying to convert you or telling you to give up Christianity and get with Islam and Allah. So let's get right to it. I'm going to be reading from the Moorish Science Temple of America's Moorish literature, and this is like the official documents and statements of Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Science Temple of America. Every temple should have this information available for you, and if they do not, it's very questionable. However, if you would like this information, you can contact me at iamhhtemple@gmail.com. Once again, iamhhtemple@gmail.com. Or you can go just do a Google search for Moorish literature, Moorish Science Temple of America, or Moorish Science Temple of America, Moorish literature, and you'll be able to come up with some things. I'll send you the link. I'll put the link in the description, because the information is something that you, if you're interested and you're watching this, you should probably want to have. So let's get right to it. Number 34, the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is what the title of this piece is called. And I'm going to skip down to the important part for us. It is only from a purely religious standpoint, it seems at this time, that we differ from a large number of our fellow Americans. We believe and foster the Muslim religion. We believe in the principles of its teachings, insofar as they can be adapted to American life. That's very key. We feel that the Christian religion is all right for those who prefer it. Let me read this again. This is Noble Drew Ali now. We feel the Christian religion is all right for those who prefer it. The Christian religion is all right for those who prefer it. So if you are a Christian, it does not mean you have to give up being a Christian to be a Moor, or to call yourself a Moor, or to be down with Moorish Temple and Noble Drew Ali, etc. It is all good. Let me continue a little bit further. In America, religious freedom is guaranteed to all under the Constitution. We are interested in freeing ourselves and our children from the greatest plight, economic slavery. The greatest plight isn't religion. For those that, you hear a lot of our quote-unquote conscious people are always saying religion is the thing that got us all enslaved. Our greatest plight is not religion, economic slavery. But I'm getting off course. I'm sorry. Let me get to the other statements. I just wanted to make it clear that this isn't about converting people into a religion. The Moorish Leader's Historical Message to America, number 19. This is Noble Drew Ali again. This is talking about the Moorish Science Temple. So just check this out. We organized as the Moorish Temple of Science in the year 1925 and were legally incorporated as a civic organization under the laws of the state of Illinois, November 29, 1926. The name Moorish Temple of Science changed to the Moorish Science Temple of America, May 1928, in accordance with the legal requirements of the Secretary of the State of Illinois. This is the key right here. The object of our organization is to help in the great program of uplifting fallen humanity and to teach those things necessary to make our members better citizens. It does not say the object of this organization is to convert people from Christianity to Islam or Islamism. It doesn't say it is to fix our religious perspective as a people. It doesn't say any of that. So this is just very clear on what the object and the aims of the organization are. It's not about converting anything. And then lastly, I'm going to close with something else, but lastly, I wanted to read from this here. This is the Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, or the Moorish Science Temple of America. This would be, on the same level as a Bible or the Quran, a holy book, if you will. The Torah, I think that's how you say it. And so I wanted to read this because even in here, it makes it clear. This is not about telling you that you need to be in some sort of religion. So just check it out real quick. Chapter 10, Jesus spoke on the unity of Allah and man to the Hindus. I would read the whole chapter. I humbly advise you to read the whole chapter. It's very wise information in here. But I'm going to read the part that kind of applies to this conversation. Although all of it does, but you feel what I'm saying. When man sees Allah, Allah is God. That's the Arabic name for God, just so you understand. When man sees God, Allah, as one with him, as Father Allah, he needs no middleman, no priest to intercede. He goes straight up to him and says, "My Father God, Allah." And then he lays his hands in Allah's own hand, and all is well. And this is Allah. You are, each one, a priest just for yourself. Let me read that one more time. You are, each one, a priest just for yourself. So this is, one of the main things that made me say this information is on point. Because I've always felt that there's no reason why I need to go to a preacher to communicate with God. I should just be able to talk whenever, wherever, however, and God will hear me, you know. And so reading that we have a direct connection to God, and we don't need any priest, we don't need a middleman to communicate for us, to translate, you know, to receive the call and patch us through. We don't need any of that. We can do it ourselves. That let me know that your religious path, or the way of life that you choose to live, is not something that needs to be dictated to you. That's your choice. Everyone has a connection to God. That's already standard. How you choose to develop that connection, you know, live your life out accordingly, you know, that's your choice. If you want to go with the Christian way of life, go for it. The Buddhist way of life, go for it. The Muslim way of life, go for it. The Muslim way of life, go for it. The Jewish way of life, you know, I don't know. I don't have any more, but you get what I'm saying. Your way of life, if you want to choose, if you don't want to have any structure for your way of life, and you just say, I don't want any religion, you just want to live, go for it. That's your choice. And in your freedom to religion is open for everyone in America. So I hope that's made it clear to you. I hope I didn't take too long, but I hope that's made it clear to you that the Moorish Science Temple of America, Noble Drew Ali, and mind you, this was prepared by Noble Drew Ali, that, you know, any true and honest Moor should not be trying to get you to convert to Islam, or to make you believe that you have to be a Muslim or choose this religious way of life in order to be a Moor, or in order to be in the Moorish Science Temple of America, or you know, in this movement. But I did want to read something real briefly about what Islam is, especially because in these days, 2016, the Gregorian calendar anyway, there's a lot of propaganda and a lot of misinformation that's being spread about Islam and about Muslims, and I'm just talking about the Muslim brothers in like the East, you know, following Prophet Muhammad in the Quran, you know, and it's very important that you look into things for yourself. Don't believe what people say. Look into the religion of Islam for yourself. Look into the Quran for yourself. Look into the story of Prophet Muhammad for yourself. Don't believe what you see on CNN. Side note, before I get to this, I found out, and it seems odd to me that this isn't more discussed, that Prophet Muhammad's right-hand man was this brother named Bilal. There was an Ethiopian quote-unquote slave. And this dude ended up being Prophet Muhammad's right-hand man. And when I was reading this book called The Life of Muhammad, when they finally conquered Mecca, like took over the city of Mecca from the Meckians, I believe. I may be wrong, so excuse me. But anyways, once they took over, Bilal was sent to stand on the Kaaba, which is that black stone, to call everyone to prayer, which I thought was like pretty astounding. But you know, that just comes with looking into the things for, you know, looking into history and religion for yourself, because I was ignorant of it and still am ignorant. But anyways, let's get to what Islam is. Let's listen to what Prophet Noble Drew Ali has to say. What is Islam? Islam is a very simple faith. It requires man to recognize his duty towards God Allah, his creator, and his fellow creatures. It teaches the supreme duty of living at peace with one's surroundings. It is preeminently the religion of peace. The very name Islam means peace. The goal of man's life, according to Islam, is peace with everything. Peace with Allah and peace with man. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, tells us that the final abode of man is the house of peace, where no vain word or sinful discourse will be heard. Read this last part. The holy divine prophet Noble Drew Ali says that a follower of Islam, in the true sense of the word, is one whose hands, tongue, and thoughts do not hurt others. Read that one more time and we'll close. The holy divine prophet Noble Drew Ali says that a follower of Islam, in the true sense of the word, is one whose hands, tongue, and thoughts do not hurt others. I know personally I have a lot of work to do. Man, that's profound. So in conclusion, I hope that you have realized that one, that you do not have to convert into Islam, or you do not have to become a Muslim to be a Moor or be down with the Moor Science Temple. That two, that you have a direct connection to God, or Allah, Jah, Yahweh, the Creator, the Most High, the Supreme Force, the All, whatever name we would like to give our Creator. And three, that Islam means peace, and that a follower of Islam is one whose thoughts, hands, and words do not hurt others. So ISIS would not be Islam, or not be followers of Islam at all. Anybody who claims to be on a quote-unquote jihad and hurting other people would not be a follower of Islam. Okay? Thank you for watching. If you would like more information, I think I already said that. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.
Very important that we look at the common ground instead of the differences. And if you were to have Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, Abraham, peace be upon them, all in the same room, they wouldn't be arguing with each other, debating each other, because they were all in the same team. They had the same message. They had the same Lord. But many times it's the people, it's us that get this message confused.
Get down with the team, Francis Greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I'll show you. Get down with the team.
So low, studio.
You know what I mean. Get down with the team, Francis Greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I'll show you. You rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The great Greener on that other side. If you know what I mean.
What's up, Black? You know I rep that red and green. Word and over Drew Ali. 1900, he back on the scene. 100 years more, time to get our eyes clean. The time is now. We see it all. We seen us, and we seen the falls. If she trucking ass, that mean we falling off. Ain't no ducking when the motherfucking love off. What I'm saying is deeper than what I'm saying, but saying won't get you to know, if you know what I'm saying. Let that simmer, run it back. I say we got a prophet and they tell me where he at. That's when I show them the Quran. Then they tell me I ain't fucking with Saddam. Silly Negro, please stop playing games on the rise, my G.
Rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The great Greener on that other side. You know what I mean. Get down with the team, Francis Greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I'll show you. You been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The great Greener on that other side. If you know what I mean. Get down with the team. You know what I mean.
When I was on the pilgrimage, I had close contact with Muslims whose skin would in America be classified as white, and with Muslims who themselves would be classified as white in America. But these particular Muslims didn't call themselves white. They looked upon themselves as human beings, as part of the human family, and therefore they looked upon all other segments of the human family as part of that same family. Now, they had a different look or a different air or a different attitude than that which is reflected in the attitude of the man in America who calls himself white. So I said that if Islam had done that for them, perhaps if the white man in America would study Islam, perhaps it could do the same thing for him.
I think what a lot of people are interested in, Malcolm, is whether this experience has made you feel that your feelings have changed, that the animosity you have expressed in the past toward all whites.
There's one thing that I want to make clear. No matter how much respect, no matter how much recognition whites show toward me, as far as I'm concerned, as long as that same respect and recognition is not shown toward every one of our people in this country, it doesn't exist for me.